what happened?
You know, I'd come into this race, as you guys have known,
Get our guy in here.
and was really focused on executing my race.
Montaño.
Part of that execution was staying really mentally in it and strong. And, you know, it's been a really emotional year for me, and I was totally scared of any media questions beforehand, so I could just really execute. And stepped out there and was so perfectly executing my race. I knew that the girls were going to panic and just start going crazy at 200 to go, and I just needed to stay on the outside of lane 2. And at 150, turn on the jets, and we rehearsed this 1,000 times.
Javelin.
And 150, I was in the most safe position, so far out.
Sam Kendricks is coming
You
through.
can't predict what happens with someone else. I don't know what happened to Brenda, but she ended up tripping and found myself jumping around her.
Kendricks right here.
Felt good about it, and someone kicked me out from behind. And what can I do in that situation?
Did it looked like maybe, did you clip Brenda at all?
I didn't touch anyone.
Yeah.
So, go back and watch the footage. She jumped straight out. I was in like lane 3 basically.
Right.
Her coach says you clipped her.
Well, he needs to go watch the footage. But if this is going to be a blame game, I don't really want to play that right now. I've got my own things I'm dealing with. What's that going to do for me? This isn't 100 meters, sadly.
Alysia, what was the first thing that went through your mind?
Get up. Get up. Really? It doesn't really settle in at that moment in time, especially when it's like, this is it, you know? So when you get up and you're like, you're really far away, your heart breaks.
Yeah. But someone definitely tripped you from behind. Or tripped or clipped. Or,
Just watch the footage. I was in the race, so.
How do you feel physically trying to get up? Besides emotional, you couldn't stand the feet. Was that physical?
Yeah, my heart. I'm okay.
Alysia, what you know about how unfair this is, the racing part, was that the last thing you thought would rip you up?
I mean, anything can happen, but I felt like with me being as safe as I was out in lane 3, honestly, there's no way I would get tripped up. You know, I felt like I had made a racing mistake back in 15 and I was on the rail, and I just stayed away from that this time around. Yeah, I felt like my biggest struggle this year would have been staying emotionally intact with everything in the sport and finding peace and why I'm even trying for an Olympic team, knowing what the IAAF is and what it means to even go for a medal. And that was my biggest struggle this year. And I made it. I made it all the way to the finals with all of that emotional baggage I was carrying with me. So yeah, I guess in a way, if I could get through that, I felt like this would be the easy part.
Why is this getting so emotional for you?
I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to laugh, but as you, like, I'm missing 3 medals. In like 8 years of my life as a professional runner, my entire professional career has been a farce, basically. And now, you know, everyone's coming out and talking about the Russians not running in the Olympics, but missing the whole point that the IAAF is a corrupt institution that's still running the game for us professional athletes, and trying not to take that anger with me to today. And still trying to be in this sport, basically, with knowing that who's running the show has been using us all along and doesn't really care about our well-being. That's how it's been an emotional struggle for me. And I'm here because of the fans of the sport that I care. And I care about us as individuals and don't really care at the end of the day if you do win a medal or not. They care about your person and what you bring to the table and how they can apply your life situation to theirs. And I feel like that's how I connect best with the fans. And it's honestly what's kept me here.